Hi again, YouTubers. So this is a review on a blush that I've had for a little while. And I guess I thought I did a review on it, but I hadn't. And it is the Marc Jacobs blush. And it is called the Shamless Bold Blush. And I have the color number 214 Promiscuous. This is what the packaging looks like. It has a neat little button you push at the bottom. Pops it open. And then when you open the product up, it has a small mirror, and then the product is a nice little circular area here. It doesn't seem to be a very large blush, but it is 0.15 ounces. Let me give you an idea here. Chanel is 0.21. Let's find a MAC one. MAC is 0.21. So I guess most blushes are 0.21, and this one is 0.15. However, even though it isn't large, I feel as if the nice thing about this is you don't need a lot of it to make it look great. The price, however, for the size is kind of like, it's $30. Now, that is not the cheapest blush I've ever had, but it's not the most expensive blush I've ever had. Now, what I tend to, I'm going to put some on. I have a little bit of blush on now, but I want to show you how I apply this. I use my Chanel Powder 1 brush. I tap this into the product, as you see here, and then I tap it onto the mirror. So it kind of gets rid of any fallout. I start on the apples of my cheeks, and I just tap it in. Now, can you see the difference between those two? I do the same thing on the other side. I just start on the apples and I work my way up. Now, this blush is extremely pigmented. You simply just swatch your finger over it, and it does have a good amount of color to it. You can see there on my hand. It does have decent pigmentation. It has a nice smooth feel to it. It doesn't feel chalky. It doesn't have much fallout, which is super nice. You know how some blushes, like even NARS blushes, which are very nice blushes, they have a good amount of fallout. This does not have fallout. Like, even look at the edges around it. Like, that is just from the brush hitting it. It is not from powder kind of moving around to the edges, which is super, super nice. It's super smooth, has a beautiful, beautiful feel to it, and is just very easy to work with. The color line, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different colors. So everything from a really, really deep plum to like almost like a light highlighter color. They have peach colors, they've got pink colors. Now this one here, when I first picked it up, I thought it was going to be very similar to like NARS Orgasm. Of course, I picked up the wrong one. It is not. NARS Orgasm is much, much peachier than this. NARS Orgasm is on the top, and the Marc Jacobs is on the bottom. Also, I will tell you this. One of my favorite blushes that has, it got discontinued and then it came back out. I'm really not sure what the deal is with that. Is NARS Outlaw. And that's below it, which is much darker. Sorry, I just need to grab a towel for my finger real quick. It is much darker. And so it's funny because I use Orgasm and Outlaw together mixed in order to get the perfect color for me. And this is kind of that in between of those two colors, which I think that's super important and makes it so that it is different to me. It does not have a lot of, it has a slight sheen to it. It does not have as much of a sheen to it as NARS Orgasm. That one is definitely way shinier. It's a little bit closer to Outlaw, but it just has a sheen. So you actually can use a highlighter with this as well, which kind of can give you that extra dimension to your cheeks as well. But if you don't choose to use a highlighter with it, it has a very nice flushed look to it. It looks very healthy, kind of that pinch your cheeks type of look on my skin tone, keeping that in mind. Now, everybody's skin tone is going to look a little different, but by these two other blushes, this might help you know whether this color would work for you. Packaging is probably one of my favorite things that he does. I just love all of his packaging, and I think it's just amazing. He just does a great job with it, and it is a very nice blush to take with you when you're traveling because it is smaller than normal, plus how it just opens just makes it very easy. It just seals well. It's not going to open easily or pop open on you, which is awesome. So let's take a look here. Pigmentation on this. I think the pigmentation on this product is great. It applies easily and just shows that true pigmentation of what you're seeing here. I think that it is very true to what you are seeing. I think it does show up well, and it does look like what you're seeing in the pan. So pigmentation to me is a good solid 5 out of 5. Texture is very, very smooth, very nice, not chalky, not flaky, not too shimmery, just a beautiful, beautiful texture to this. Just has that really nice smooth feel to it. So it's a good 5 out of 5. Longevity, it stays on me all day. I've not had any issues with that, but I don't typically have any issues with blush not staying either. I know a lot of people need to layer and things like that. I'm not someone who needs that. So longevity's fine. It's 4.5 out of 5, I would say. Application, as I said, very easy to apply. Use any brush you have. You just stamp it in, and it just really picks up that color beautifully. And I will show you, if I just tap it in just to show you, you can see there. Can you see the circle of where I tap that in? You can see how easy that is to pick up and to apply very easily. So 5 out of 5. Packaging. What can we say? I love his packaging. I've said it since the beginning. I said it here. It's just my favorite. 5 out of 5. Not much more I can say. Price, $30. I want to say that's like a 3.5 out of 5. It's not the cheapest. It's not the most expensive. It's not really middle of the road. It's kind of a little bit better, but the size kind of brings that down. So that's just my thoughts. Product overall, I think this is an amazing blush. I love the color. I'm so glad I chose this color because I don't tend to go out and buy a whole bunch of colors in one line. So the fact that I picked the right color the first time out is pretty great. Will I buy others? Not unless someone says to me, oh, you have to try this color, because I have enough blushes that I like to buy one, try it, see what I think of it, and use it, but I don't feel the need, just me personally, to go out and buy a whole bunch of them. But product overall on this is definitely a 4.5, 5 out of 5. It's a great blush. If you find one in a color that you love, definitely give it a shot. It is worth trying. So that is my review on the Marc Jacobs Shameless Bold Blush in the color 214 Promiscuous. Please let me know if you have any other questions, and thanks so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye.